Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Scrap With Me. This is episode 24, and the title of my layout is Sunshine Days and Rainbow Nights. So to start off with, I'm using 2 pieces of white paper, and I'm using crystal blue ink from Close to My Heart, as well as the Marquee uppercase stamp set to stamp out my titles. And I have part of the title, Sunshine Days, on one of the pages and Rainbow Nights on the other of the pages. So here you're just seeing me inking up the stamps. My ink pad is a little bit dry, so it takes me a number of tries to get it loaded properly. You'll notice that I'm able to put part of the word together in one phrase rather than stamping each letter one at a time. And that makes it a lot easier for me in terms of time to stamp one word at a time or part of a word at a time. The Marquee alphabet only comes with one of each letter. So for example, in Sunshine, I broke up the letter into 2 parts because I only have one S in the set. You'll also notice I'm stamping this approximately 2 inches from the edge. I kind of drew a little light pencil line 2 inches away, and I didn't get it perfectly straight, but you know what, I'm okay with it. I put that little sticker in the middle of it, and by the time the layout's put together, you really don't notice that it's just a wee bit crooked. This other part of the title, I'm actually stamping, I believe it's 4 inches off of the edge, and it looks right now like I'm stamping it horizontally, but actually the titles are going to be sideways and running vertically up the page. So here I'm reloading my letters, and you're going to notice a problem actually, and I thought I'd keep it in the video because it is a good lesson to learn, and that is that when you get your Close to My Heart stamps, there is the plastic carrier sheet which has the polymer stamps attached to it, but there is also this really thin kind of foam insert, and you would think that it's just to keep the stamps fresh and clean and to keep them from sticking to each other, but actually it serves a purpose because you can see here that I've stamped rainbow and the O is not taking. So I line it up really carefully, which is really nice with the clear blocks, stamp it again, and oh, surprise, surprise, it doesn't work. And that's because I realized that I hadn't pulled that little foam sheet over to my left-hand side. So just a lesson for all of you. If you have Close to My Heart stamps, use that foam sheet because it totally makes a difference in terms of the clarity of your stamping. So here I am getting ready with my papers, and each of these papers that I'm adhering at first are 6 by 6 inches. I have inked all the edges with sponge and the crystal blue ink. And then I have these 2 little pieces of yellow paper, which are 3 inches wide. 3 inches wide. Yes. No. So each of those pieces, each of those larger pieces, I apologize, are 7 inches by 6 inches. And then those pieces of paper are 3 inches and by long. I'm sorry, I've missed the measurements and I'm just watching the video and narrating as I go. So I'm sorry, you'll have to go back and look. But you can see that I'm doing this all on my black mat, and so you can see the measurements. And so you can pause the video and catch it. So that one strip on the right hand side you can see is 4 inches long by 12, and the other 2 are 6 by 6, and the Rainbow Nights just squeezes in beside them. And then I noticed there was a little bit of an empty space above Rainbow Nights, so I thought I'd just fill that up. And the Playdate paper pack by Bella Boulevard comes with, well, you can get the sticker sheet to go with it, and I am totally loving sticker sheets lately. I used to think that stickers were totally cheesy and just not my thing, and I don't know what I was thinking. Stickers have come a long way, and they are beautiful and adorable, and I love them. So here what I'm doing is I'm taking these photo corners, and I don't have my photos yet for the layout, but I know that I want these photo corners on the paper. So rather than putting them in a bin and then trying to remember later, I actually cut them out while they're on their carrier sheet, and I just put a little bit of the Tombow adhesive under them, or Scotch rather, adhesive under them, and just stick them kind of in the place where they're going to go, and then I can just pull those up, put down the photo, and put the actual sticker on top once I'm ready. Now I realized that I wanted this little note card that says notes from today to go in a pocket under my photo mat. So I pulled it up, and the nice thing about that Scotch ATG tape is that if you rub it really well with your finger, you can peel it up and it just comes right off and you don't have to worry about it. So that's what I did. So I was able to close in the 3 sides and make a little pocket insert for that card. And then I just got this little extra sticker that I put back to back with another sticker. So the green sticker you won't be able to see, and I just used it as a backing for that pink sticker on the front and trimmed it off to fit. And then, yeah, that just acts as a little pull tab. So the notes from today I just thought was super cute, and it has things like listening to and eating and whatever, reading today and stuff like that. So it's just kind of where you are at today. So I thought that was just really cute and nice and a good way to include journaling without being super obvious about it. So now basically I've got my papers laid out, I've got my stamping done, and I'm just looking at ways to add in some little sticker embellishments to make it a little bit more personal. And so you can see here that I've got this little, what is it, a little tree kind of in a frame that I've put on. I'm also deciding that I want to have 2 more of those frame photo edges, photo corners, and so again I'm cutting them out and sticking them on. And that pretty much finishes up that side. I did look at potentially having another long strip go in there, but I looked around and kind of thought, no, it's not fitting. So I made a little kind of cluster of strips underneath the photo on the left-hand page, what will be the left-hand page. I'm assembling this upside down to you, sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes I can assemble it your way, but today I actually hadn't super pre-planned my layout, and so I was kind of going with the flow. So you see me in the process. But anyways, I've got all these little stickers. I'm making a little banner there. Later I'll add some embroidery floss to that to make it kind of hang there. And then I'm just layering over these stickers. And the nice thing about these Playdate stickers is they don't super adhere. Some stickers that I've had to deal with, they adhere to the paper, and then when you're trying to pull them up, if you're trying to include something, they stick and they rip and it's just a mess. But these ones, they stick really well, but they also come up nicely. So I do a little bit of shuffling around there underneath that photo frame to tuck in a couple more embellishments. Again, I'm looking at that side thing and looking at that little red scalloped bit and thinking I couldn't fit it, but it just totally doesn't go, and it actually ended up on a